Hello, good afternoon, my beautiful people. Hope God is keeping you well. Hope you're feeling blessed this afternoon on this Tuesday of Holy Tuesday as we remember the journey of our Lord Jesus Christ. I'm hopeful that everyone is doing well. I would like to talk about something here with you. Would love to share something about starting all over again in life. I would like to talk about starting all over again in life. I know many of us here have had scenarios where we lost something that we held so dearly in life, something that we cherished, we treasured, and all of a sudden it was no more. It might have been your job that you loved so much, that was a source of livelihood to you and to your family. It might have been a business that you started and all of a sudden it was hit by a disaster and is no more. It might have been that organization that you started and it was no more. And you wondered how you would start all over again. I would like to encourage you that it is possible to start all over again. There is nothing that is too difficult. There is nothing that's too hard for the Lord. And there's nothing that you cannot do in life. One thing that we need to know about starting all over again is having a positive attitude. Having a positive mindset that this thing that I had, I cherished. It was my source of livelihood. And I cannot do much without it. I cannot proceed without it. I want to tell you that you can still start all over again and get to where you were, or even get better than you were with that position, with that job, with that business. Everything that happens in life, I've come to believe that it happens for a reason. And there is every reason to thank God for that door that he closed, that job that he closed, that business that he closed. There's every reason why that door closed. And once you remember that every door that God closes, he's gonna open a new door, then you will be good to go. You will be able to start all over again. And the most important thing to have here is a positive attitude, a positive mindset, remembering that the Lord who gave you the knowledge, the Lord who gave you the strength, the wisdom, the connections is still God. Is still God, and he will give you the same strength, the same knowledge, the wisdom, connections to start all over again and you succeed in life. Never give up on anything. Never give up and think that is all lost. It is all lost. Always count whatever you have lost as gain, because it is a stepping stone into your future, into your successful future. But the most important thing here is to have a positive attitude. Go into this journey with a positive attitude, knowing that it is possible to start all over again. I've been in a situation where something that I cherished, something that I called family, I called home, where I earned my livelihood, it was all lost at a go. And I wondered how I was going to start all over again. I did not know how I'm going to raise school fees for my children, how I was going to manage my family. My extended family depended on me. But all of a sudden, there was no more job, nothing that I called my own. But I trusted the Lord. I trusted the Lord that He who gave me what I had, what I lost, is still God. And I trusted that He will take me through. Trust me, God is always willing to listen to us. God is always waiting to hear from us. When we come to God with a positive attitude, with that strength, with that trust, He's always willing to help us start all over again. Because the knowledge that you have, that you had when you started that job, when you started that project, the wisdom that you had, the connection that you had, you still have the potential to count on those and even make new connections to start all over again and, succeed in life. It is always possible. We can do this. I did it. God helped me go through it. And I count myself blessed because my loss did not follow me. I did not count it as my loss, but I counted it all as my gain. So trust me, it is always possible to start all over again. With God, everything is possible. Once you trust in the Lord, He will help you start all over again. Have a blessed afternoon and see you in the next video.